Hey, welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. As always, thank you for joining me. If you could, hit that subscribe button down below, and let's get right to it. I got another crazy story for you once again coming from the great state of California. What the hell are they putting in the water out there? Maybe we should ask, as Donald Trump refers to him as Governor Moonbeam, ask him what the hell they're putting in their water. Because here comes another racist asshole at you once again. And I really don't understand. Let me give you a little prequel, or a little bit of information about what went on here. So there's a Hispanic family, apparently legal residents of the United States, legal residents of the state of California, and on the 4th of July they were having fun like the rest of us. But what crime did they commit? What was so bad that sent a man in a drunken tirade on their front porch, cussing and screaming at them? Their crime? Listening to Spanish language music, as the article from The Hill is calling it. And he lost his ever-loving mind over it. Now, because of copyright issues, I cannot bring you the video, of course. But I will try to leave you a link to the Hill article where the video is. But he's sitting there screaming and hollering and all this and everything like that. And he comes in and he says something like, so, in a family backyard barbecue, we're not allowed to listen to Spanish music because it's disrespectful to your country, land of the free, right? And that's what the Hispanic family was saying. But he said, this is the 4th of July, and then he sits there and starts talking about how they don't belong here, and this and that, and how it's his country, and he wants to start a fight with them. And of course, like all these people, he's got an excuse. A huge excuse. His excuse? I was drunk. I didn't mean to do it. He goes on to say he told Channel 5 KPIX in California, I made a huge mistake. I had been drinking too much, and I let a little thing set me off, and it really bugged me. That is Larry Lappin, the man who was screaming at a Hispanic family on the 4th of July for having a little bit of fun. But then he went on to add this. He said he wished his neighbors would assimilate more. I hear them playing Spanish music in the backyard all the time, and it doesn't bother me. Because of the day and what July 4th means, I felt disrespected. Now, the woman who posted the video or shared the video is Yvette Celadon. I'm not good with names. Sorry if I just butchered that last name. And she posted it. It's now had 800,000 views. And it was all from him, basically verbally assaulting the family basically on their front porch because of Spanish music being played. Now, this is my problem. I understand it's the 4th of July. I understand this is America. But I also understand that as Americans, we're free to listen to whatever music and do whatever the hell we want to. If it's too loud, you say something about it. But to sit there and lose your mind and show up in a drunken rage, it doesn't make sense to me. And so, I really, really don't understand what's going on. It didn't used to be a problem. I've never seen such a thing. She said, though, in her story that, it says, we're celebrating Independence Day just like the rest of us, is what she posted on Instagram. Never had a problem until 2018. Oh, it's Facebook, not Instagram, sorry. And I have to agree. Until recently, this was not an issue. You didn't have people getting drunk and screaming at people for listening to music. I swear to God, our new president, who has been in the job now for a little over a year and a half, seems to have these people coming out of the woodwork. That it's okay to just scream at people because they're not like you. And that is wrong. That is un-American. If you ask me, this guy needs some counseling. I don't know if he needs help with his alcohol. I don't know if he needs help with his anger. But getting drunk does not change your racist nature. It doesn't make you racist. It doesn't make you one way or another. Being drunk just brings out what you already are. You know, when I was growing up, this is not the America that I remember. I do not remember people being yelled at for just being Hispanic or black. Or anything for that matter. That's not how I was raised. I was raised to respect everybody and love your neighbor. America, we've gotten too far away from that. And I really think we need to do something about it. This is so not America. You know, I think though I think we'll come to terms. I think we'll get this together. But this is not the America I know. This is just disgusting and despicable acts done by a complete asshole. And there's too many of them to go around. This is America. You're free to listen to whatever music you want to. Say what you want to. You're allowed to do whatever you want as long as you're not harming somebody in the process. And I don't see how Spanish music playing is an insult to America. If you ask me, Spanish music playing in America is just part of the great melting pot that we are. We are not all the same. And just if you want, this guy says he wants people to assimilate more. Well, you know what? Let me put it this way. If I move to Mexico, my taste in music isn't going to change. I could assimilate to the culture and everything all I want, but my favorite music is still going to be my favorite music. My favorite songs are still going to be my favorite songs. That's not going to change simply because I'm in a different country. My taste in music is going to be the same. My taste in movies are going to be the same. You can assimilate to a certain point, but you shouldn't have to lose who you are. You shouldn't have to lose your culture simply to assimilate. Now, to those immigrants out there that do speak Spanish, I would suggest, learning language or learning the English language if you can. It's not necessary. There's no law requiring it, but I do think it would make your life easier. But at the same time, there should not be a problem with a Hispanic person speaking Spanish. Should not be a problem in the least. So I cannot believe that this continues to happen. I don't know what to tell you, America. I really think we're broken in a lot of respects. It's going to take some time to put this back together. But this constant calling of the cops on black people for having barbecues, selling water, yelling at a Hispanic family for doing construction, for working, and now screaming at a man and his family and cussing at him, cussing him and his kids and everybody in the house because they were listening to Spanish music on the 4th of July. Pathetic. Completely pathetic. I love this country, but some of the people here just sicken me. Anyhow, this has been the Big Ranch Show. I've been your host, Jacob Keck, and I'll see you down the road. And guess what? Tomorrow there'll be another one, because I have one more coming at you just off the same kind of thing of a black woman who happens to be a congressman going door to door, and had the cops called on her for doing her job. Anyhow, y'all have a great day. I'll see you down the road.